What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Man, we got one hell of a storm brewing outside right now. It was hot as hell and steamy, and now if it ain't raining like a mother humper. And I wish I could send some of this rain, some of y'all that really need it out west, because we've had enough. So we got some news on our Cowboys. We know, sorry, I got to work. 4 people got to work. We have some news. The Dallas Cowboys are bringing in a familiar face in Breeland Sparks. I know what you're saying. Who? Breeland Sparks. You know, Breeland Sparks. He was on the team last year. He had a cup of coffee here. He was on the Chiefs when they won the Super Bowl, so he's got a ring. He's played for the Giants, and he's played for the Raiders. He's got 24 tackles and 1.5 sacks. By definition, he is a journeyman defensive end. And he's about 285 pounds. He's good size. Good size guys. The Cowboys knew him from at least having a cup of coffee here. And they are working him out. Now, I don't think restructuring Zeke Elliott's contract was for Breeland Sparks. I really don't. But I do believe that the Cowboys may be trying to do something. It still mystifies me. And they're probably going to bring in more people. They're probably going to be looking at quite a few people as teams start making cut downs right now. You never know who might be available. They might be looking at making a trade. Or, here's my other thought. You did not need to do this deal for extra money right now. It's not helping you that much right now unless you're planning on making a move. Now, the Cowboys have made lots of contracts that they've looked back later on and say, damn, I wish we hadn't done that. We know that Jalen Smith is one of them, and I feel bad for Jalen Smith, although, you know, I guess it could be worse. You know, he's still getting $9.8 million. So, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't feel bad for Jalen Smith. Because there's a lot of guys that are getting cut that aren't getting jack. But the Cowboys went into the season basically saying that this is going to be a battle royale to get a roster spot. You're on a 1-year deal, or your contract expires after this season. We'll keep the best ones, or we'll let you go and get compensatory picks if you're that good. And I think that has created a sense of urgency for the players to succeed. But you may look at some players and say, it would behoove us, if we really and truly believe in them, to get a deal done now. Because we know the price tag is going to go up because there's so much more money involved in the NFL. You know, it's funny that everybody screamed about Dak Prescott getting his deal. And you can't pay a quarterback that much, but we know Josh Allen's contract is up there too. And nobody's batting an eye. And I still say in a couple of years, we're going to look back at Dak Prescott's deal and we're going to say, good thing Cowboys got that thing done now, because we could be spending $50 million on the quarterback. That's the truth. So, here's what I'm thinking might be a possibility. Right now, the Dallas Cowboys have one Randy Gregory. Randy Gregory has very little miles on him. I know Randy Gregory only has like 10 and a half sacks. 9 in the last 2 years that he played, which is in, I want to say 24 games. 9.5 sacks in 24 games. It's not bad. But we're talking about a guy who had not had a off season with the team since his rookie year, and has constantly been dealing with issues. If you've seen how his body looks right now, if you look at how well he's played, at least in practice, if you are the Cowboys and you believe that he is good going forward, if it behooves you, if you believe he's about to have a breakout year, if you can sign him to a team-friendly deal now and say, Randy, we're going to come to you and get this thing together. When you start seeing contracts for defensive ends that are $27 million, and I'm not suggesting that he's worth $27 million, but at this point, $10 and $12 million is kind of the going rate. It might behoove you to say, Randy, you know what, we're going to get you a deal done. And this may be the reason why the Cowboys ended up getting this extra money right now. Because what you can do is you can go ahead and do a deal, well, you still have some time left, where you can kick a lot of that money down the road when you know that the salary cap is going to go up. Give the guy a big fat check for this year and let it go. And I'm not saying that he should or shouldn't do that. But if you're sure that he is somebody you can believe in, it may be a wise investment now than if he comes out and has 12 sacks next season. Think about this one. Robert Quinn. Robert Quinn, who we thought was over the hill, right? Give me this one, for example. Robert Quinn, who had, 6 sacks, 7 sacks a year before. He came to Dallas, he had 11 sacks. He signed a 5-year, $75 million contract with the Chicago Bears. 5 years, $75 million. Randy Gregory's younger. Randy Gregory has less miles on him. You could conceivably see, if he comes out and has that breakout year, let's say it's a 12-sack season. He's a free agent. He's going to demand that kind of money, if not more. So that may be the reason that the Dallas Cowboys went ahead and got some cash. That they may be thinking about that situation right there, or maybe even Michael Gallup. Maybe you try and get him under wraps before the season. I don't know, but you do that. You don't do that just to say we're going to make sure we have a little extra cash, just in case. Something else is going on. We'll see what happens with Breeland Sparks. See if the Cowboys hold on to him or not. Again, Stephen Jones always says player acquisition is a 365-day-a-year job, and you always want to look at getting better in every position. And that's what the Cowboys are trying to do. We'll see how well it works out. See you guys tonight, 7:30 for the Eagles versus the Jets. That's going to be a really great game. Got to tell you. Hope you all are having a great Friday, and I'll see you soon.